Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 14th chapter, text number 5. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 14th chapter, Performance of Vrindavan Pastimes, text number 5. Sarvabhauma Upadesha Chadi Rajavesha Ekala Vaishnaveshe Karila Pravesha. Sarvabhauma Upadeshe Chadi Rajavesha Ekala Vaishnaveshe Karila Pravesha. Sarvabhauma Upadeshe Chadi Rajavesha Ekala Vaishnaveshe Karila Pravesha. Please chant. Matajis. Sarvabhauma of Sarum Bhattacharya. Upadeshe, under instructions. Chadi, giving up. Rajavesha, the royal dress. Ekala, alone. Vaishnaveshe, in the dress of a Vaishnava. Karila Pravesha, entered. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Following Sarvam Bhattacharya's instructions, the king had given up his royal dress. He now entered the garden in the dress of a Vaishnava. Sometimes members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, especially in the Western countries, find it difficult to approach people to distribute books because people are unfamiliar with the traditional saffron robes of the devotees. The devotees have therefore inquired whether they can wear European and American dress before the general public. From the instructions given to King Prataprudra by Sarum Bhattacharya, we can understand that we may change our dress in any way to facilitate our service. Whenever members change their dress to meet public or to introduce our books, they are not breaking the devotional principles. The real principle is to spread the Krishna consciousness movement, and if one has to change into regular Western dress for this purpose, there should be no objection. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. 10th canto part 2 लेके आना. Go back to 10th canto part 2. Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam. Hare Krishna. Today I'll describe a little bit from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Today Chaitanya Charitamrita class connected to the Gopi Geet, and then I will finish the remaining verses. Okay. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye. So, in this section of Chaitanya Charitamrita, um, uh, to just remind you, Maharaj Prataprudra, he very badly wanted to meet Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Sarum Bhattacharya and Sri Ramananda Rai, both of them tried their best to convince Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu did not like to meet the king because he's a pounds and shilling man, right? 500 साल के बाद, everything has changed. Like yesterday, Mukund Madhav Prabhu was describing how Haridas, Chota Haridas, he wanted to meet, he wanted to get rice from a old woman. Mahaprabhu rejected. अभी ऐसा वो standard है अभी. We have to, all Mahaprabhu has to reject everybody. Right? All our life membership preachers, we will go down to hell. Because you know most of the men, they won't, we have to go through ladies sometimes. Some men, they are not so easily accessible. Mataji, like Radha Govind Maharaj says that you know in Kali Yuga, ladies, they become devotees first. So Kali Yuga, men are lumped. So wherever the women they go, husband also they follow. So they come. Like that, right? Sometimes we have to approach Mataji's. Tell your husband, to give some donation. That is why, based on the incident of Chota Haridas, there is one sannyasi, Vishnujan Maharaj, committed suicide. He in Allahabad Kumbh Mela, so they were on morning walk conversation. So Vishnujan Maharaj asked Prabhupada, if sannyasi commits a mistake, what he should do. Prabhupada said he should commit suicide, like Chota Haridas, like that. But Prabhupada continued to say something else. Vishnu Maharaj did not hear. As soon as he heard it, he just withdrew, walked back, and then after that, nobody saw him. Some people, they reported that one sannyasi fell in Sangam and they committed suicide. After that, we never saw him. They never saw him. So later, Prabhupada actually said that um, if it is very very difficult, then one should get married and then one should not give up devotional service, like that Prabhupada told. But he didn't listen, unfortunately. So later on, when Prabhupada came to know, he said, "Don't do all those things. Mahaprabhu can reject, but I cannot reject all of you." Huh? Like that. So anyway, so we are very very eager, Giriraj Maharaj, he was telling, even now also devotees they do, like they sit there and they see which car is coming. Audi, this Mercedes Benz, Rolls Royce, both come aata hai, like all this, they then they note down the numbers, and then they approach, I am Dhanvantri Das. I make life members. Huh? That's why I'm saying. So Dhanvantri Prabhu doesn't leave anybody. Even early in the morning also. After Mangalarti. All glories to him. So we are after rich people and women. Right? Nowadays, but Mahaprabhu's standard is 500 years back. He didn't want to hear, listen to, meet Maharaj Pratapradra. Then, when they insisted that, then Mahaprabhu said, I will go to, Alarnath. I will leave Jagannath Puri, like that. So then Mahaprabhu, he was very pleased because he cleaned the place and all, before Rath Yatra, like that. And then Sarum Bhattacharya. So there's a long pastime. I don't want to get it. So Sarum Bhattacharya told after the Rath Yatra dancing and all, he will be very tired. He will be taking rest. You go and massage his lotus feet and then sing Gopi Geet. That's why Sarvam Bhattacharya, uh, he he dressed, he gave up his Rajavesha, and then he dressed like a Vaishnava, and then he went very, he took the blessings of all the Vaishnavas first, and then he went very silently, and then started massaging the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he started singing Gopi Geet. Jayati Tedikam Janmana Vraja Shrayata Indira Shashvadatrahi Daita Drishyatam Dikshutavaka Tvaidrutashrava Tvam Vichinvate. Like that. Then when he came here to this verse, Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grunanti Te Bhuridajana. When Mahaprabhu heard this, Mahaprabhu, he was hearing this Gopi Gita and then he became so ecstatic. When he heard this verse, he became more ecstatic, and then he started shouting, "You are Burida, you are Burida, you are the," Burida means most munificent person. You are Burida, you are Burida. Then he said, "You have given me so much happiness and bliss by reciting this Gita. I don't know who you are, but I don't know how to repay you. How to repay you. So simply, I am embracing you." So that way, so this Gopi Geet have helped Sarvam Bhattacharya to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, get the touch of Lord Chaitanya, being embraced by, So this is the pastime. So we will. So this most beautiful verse in the entire world, Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanam. So the last week I have explained Madhuraya Gira Valguvakyaya Buddhamanojnaya Pushkarekshana Vidikaririma Viramuhyati Adarasidana Apyayashvanaha. So I have explained Dhara Amrit, Adhara Amrit. Right? Remember? You are not there? Who can say? Who remembers? Adhara Amrit and Dhara Amrit. Yeah?
One meaning you explain, one is the direct meaning, other meaning you explain Adharamrit means you don't want material sense pleasure of this material.
Dhara Amrit means sense gratification of this material world. A means na. So we don't want sense gratification of this world. What do you want? We want? Madhuraya Gira Valgu Vakyaya. Right? Your sweet voice we want to hear. And then we want to hear your sweet words. Madhuraya Gira Valgu Vakyaya. Right? Buddhamanojnaya Pushkarekshana. Even the most intelligent people also, they become attracted by your words. When Lord Shri Krishna, when he left Virat Raj to go as a messenger to Kurusabha, when he came out, all the great sages, Narad Muni, Vyas Muni, Vasishta Muni, Devala, Asita, everybody, all the sages, they were standing on the side of the road. Right? So when Krishna came out, so they also said, we also want to come with you. Right? We also want to come with you. They said, why? Hare, you are going to speak in Kurusabha. We want to hear. Then they also said, Madhuraya Gira Valgu Vakyaya. So we want to hear your sweet voice. So one Shiva Vaishnavacharya says, every word that Krishna spoke is Bhagavad Gita. Right? In Mahabharata, Krishna spoke so many things, right? Like Bhagavatam also, he spoke to Uddhava. So many, like every word that Krishna speaks is a Bhagavad Gita, right? Bhagavad Gita. Not only these 700 verses, like that. So this is Madhuraya Gira, Buddha Manojnaya Pushkarekshana. So anyway, Then what you want? So then they are saying that, my dear Krishna, the gopis are saying that, my dear Krishna, not only the words spoken by you, but the words spoken about you by your pure devotees, that is also Tavakatam, Madhura, Madhura, Adharamritam, Adharamritam. So we want to enjoy that. So here, Hari Shauriji says that just like Krishna has 6 opulences, right? Ashwaryasha Samagrasya. Like that, Krishna Katha also has 6 opulences. What are they? You can list it, right? Amritam, Tava Kathamritam, right? And then Tapta Jivanam, right? Kavibiriditam and Kalmashapaham, Shravanamangalam, Srimadadatam. These are the 6 opulences. So there are 3 Amritas in this world. 3 Amritas in this world. One is Swarga Amrita. Another is Moksha Amrita. Right? Moksha Amrita, Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita also. Right? Gunanietan atiyatrin dehi deha samudbhavam janma mrityu jara dukkhair vimuchyate amritamashnute. Krishna says, so when you become liberated from janma mrityu jara vyadi, you experience nectar. Right? Jnayam yattat pravakshami yajnatva amritamasnute. Anadimatparam Brahma nasatan nasaduchyate. 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita. There also Krishna says Amrit, right? You become liberated. You know this. If you know this philosophy, you know this, this knowledge, then you will become liberated. Then you will experience nectar. So there are 2. One is Swarga Amrit. Another is this Amrit, Moksha Amrit. Another is Krishna Katha Amrit. Right? Krishna Kathamrit. So this Krishna Kathamrit, so Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Kathamritam, Tava Kathamritam will give people who are suffering from Tapta Jivanam, from threefold miseries, they will become delivered from suffering of threefold miseries. Also, we gopis, we become liberated, relieved of the suffering of separation from you. Tavakatamritam, Tapta Jivanam. That is why Kavibiriditam, right? All the great poets and all, they sing your glories. And not only that, and then Kalmashapaham. Kalmashapaham means the Bija, Kuta, Aprarabdha, Prarabdha. All the suffering that is due to this, even due to Prarabdha karma, suffering due to Prarabdha karma also get nullified by hearing your Krishna Katha. By hearing your Katha. And then so Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Swarga Amrita give you some pleasure for some time, but after that, Kshine Punya Martiloka Vishanti. You have to take birth again. So that doesn't solve much problem, Swarga Amrita. And not only that, Indra, when the demons like Hiranyakashipu, Ravanasur, when they become powerful, the demigods, they curse for drinking Amrita. You know why? because of drinking Amrita, you can't die. And उन लोग के हाथों में मार खा के आ जाते थे. बहुत दर्द होता था. ज्यादा दर्द होने से मर जाते. अच्छा था ना, अच्छा होता, लेकिन मरते भी नहीं और चोट लग जाता था उन लोगों को. इसलिए they used to curse, this Swarga Amrita when they used to get beaten by Ravanasura and all. So like that. And then this Moksha Amrita, he says Moksha Amrita solves the only problem of Kuta, Bija and Aprarabdha karma. So it cannot nullify Prarabdha karma. But your Krishna Kathamrita nullifies even Prarabdha karma also. That's why Kalmashapaham. Right? Shravana Mangalam, Srimad Atatam. That is why Atatam, Srimad means opulence. Your Krishna Katha will give the opulence of including your Krishna Prema, which cannot be given by Swargamrita and Mokshamrita. Right? That is why all the Kavis and all, they distribute this Krishna Katha. So those who distribute this Krishna Katha, Buridajana, they are the most munificent people. Right? Most munificent people. So that is why we should actually distribute Krishna Katha everywhere. And then people like it, during this Janmashtami, I had did lot of Janmashtami programs. At least 4 programs I did for all new set of people. One Sindhi gentleman, he called all his relatives and all rich people. 100 people, he called all his, wealthy businessmen. The occasion is Janmashtami. One day before Janmashtami, we did that program. So Janmashtami, Pushpabhishek and all we did. And what to speak? I just spoke about Krishna, Kamsa, Devaki, and all that. And they all liked it so much, all new people. I didn't, beat around the bush, indirect. I just spoke about Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, Devaki, Vasudev, Kamsa, Akashvani. And then I asked, why Akashvani declared, keeping the Devaki, his life in danger. Hare, today Prabhuji we came to know, because Prabhupada, said that how many people are devotees of Krishna in India? Then Prabhupada asked, what is the population of India? At that time, I think some 60, 70 crores. 70 crores. All Indians are devotees of Krishna. Unless you are a devotee of Krishna, you cannot take birth in India, Right? Why? Because Kamsa, this Garuda, when in Garuda Puran, Krishna spoke Garuda Puran to Garudaji. And then Garuda, Krishna said, my dear Garud, now I'm going to describe various kinds of hellish planets, who go there and all. Garuda started smiling. Krishna said, hey, Garud, I am speaking something serious. Why are you laughing? My dear Krishna, anybody who says Govinda even once, how they will go to Narak? No, there are many people who will not say Govinda. So, which Indian doesn't say, Govinda, even including Muslims, Christians, everybody has to, hear Govinda, Govinda, right? Like that. Anyway, so another meaning of this verse, Krishna Thakur says that, my dear Krishna, tava katha mritam. Means nobody should hear your katha. You know why? They will die. Tava katha mritam. You know why? Because after hearing your katha, we will become attracted to your rupa, guna and lila. Then without seeing you, for us it is a death. That is why nobody should hear your katha. Then Krishna asked, then why, so much Krishna katha goes on? This is the evil plans of evil people. Atatam. Like Vyasadev. This most evil person, this Vyasadev, he wrote so many books about you. And then they keep the books under their armpits and then go around and tell your katha. And then people will become attracted. And then kalmashapaham, they become free from sins. And they will Shravanam Mangalam, they become purified. After that, they simply die because you are not easily available. You play games with your devotees. Right? So that is why nobody should hear your katha. Your katha should be banned. Tava katha. Vishnu, there is such a great commentator. Vandan, salute. Like that. So this Krishna Kathamrit, on this verse, I can give a full lecture, but I am stopping myself. But this Krishna Katha, like Vishwanath Thakur says, Srimad Bhagavatam he has compared it to 5 things. Krishna Katha. One is this Krishna Katha is like a lamp. Yes, Swanubhavam, Akilishruti Saramekam. You know, Adhyatma Deepam, Atitirisham, Tamo Andam. Right? Samsarinam, Karunayaha, Purana Guhyam, Tam Vyasasunam, Upayami, Guru Muninam. This is the glorification of Sukadeva Goswami. So, first canto, second chapter, second verse. He said, so this Bhagavatam is like a lamp, right? And then this Bhagavatam is like a sun, right? Krishna Damopagate, right? Like that verse, it's like a sun, which gives enlightenment to everybody in the darkness. And then, Krishna incarnated as a day. As a which day? Krishna incarnated as a day, Ekadasi. Krishna incarnated as waters, as Ganges. Krishna incarnated as forest, as Naimisharanya. And then Krishna incarnated as book, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. That is a first and second canto are compared to two lotus feet of the Lord. And then third and fourth, thighs, calf. Yeah? And then fifth canto is navel. Sixth and seventh canto, arms. Chest. Sixth is chest. 7 and 8 are arms. 9th is kanta. 10th is smiling lotus face. And then this is forehead. 11th canto is forehead. And then mukut is 12th canto. So Prabhupada said, without understanding first and without becoming free from lust, don't take sannyas. At least grass, sex desire, you become. So by continuously reading first and second canto, you become so lotus feet. Saranganam padambujam. Shriyo nivaso yasyoruhu panapatra mukandrisham bahavo lokapalanam saranganam padambujam. This verse, go and read. Very beautiful purport Prabhupada wrote. Very ecstatic. So this is first canto. Krishna enters Dwarka. That chapter, I think 11th chapter. So I'm not going to explain. So Saranganam Padam. Prabhupada wrote that, first, whatever I wanted to tell you, I gave in first and second cantos. Just read them very nicely. So that is Krishna's body, this Bhagavatam. And then Krishna, and then this Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to, these Vedas are compared to Kalpavriksha, and then this Bhagavatam is compared to delicious mango, right? Right? And then this Bhagavatam is compared to Mohini avatar. You know why? Mohini, what she did? She distributed. She was incarnated to distribute nectar to both demons and demigods. What she did? She cheated demons and she gave nectar to demigods. Like that, Bhagavatam gives nectar to the devotees, and then Bhagavatam chases away the non-devotees. That is why Prabhupada said even the great Acharya, Shankaracharya also did not dare to touch Bhagavatam. Mayavadis, they are shooed away from Bhagavatam. Anyway. So Krishna Kathamrit is so nice that which book did Bilva Mangal Thakur write? Krishna Karnamritam. You know what is the meaning of Krishna Karnamritam? What is it? It is nectar to the ears of Krishna. Krishna Karnamritam. That is why Mahaprabhu used to relish that book. Right? Like that. Anyway. Then Prahasitam Priya Prema Vikshanam Viharanam Chate Dhyana Mangalam Rahasi Samvido Yahridi Sprishan. Kuhakano manaha kshobayantihi. My dear Krishna, we want to stay away from you because we are suffering so much from your separation. We want to forget you. We want to forget you. Once Narad Muni, he was going around in Vrindavan. He saw one Gopi sitting and doing meditation. So Narad Muni went and asked, "Oh, you are meditating on Krishna's pastimes?" "No, Baba. I'm telling Krishna, please go away from my heart. I want to do, खाना पीना बनाना पड़ता है ना, आप उनके बारे में बैठ के सोचते मेरा सांस डांटती है." Then Narad Muni fainted. Arey Baba, we all want to meditate on Krishna's pastime, and these ladies are saying, no, we want to forget Krishna. The gopis are saying, we want to forget, my dear Krishna, but what to do? We close our eyes, then prahasitam, we remember your beautiful smile. Prahasitam Priya, oh dear, Prahasitam Priya. Huh? Prema Vikshanam, we remember your cooling glances, loving glances. And then Rahasis, what is that? Veharanam Chate, Dhyana Mangalam. Then we remember how, you do all kinds of mischievous activities, you play pranks on us, all these, attract our hearts. Right? Dhyana Mangalam. Actually, they are worthy of, meditating. But, that's why. But Rahasi Samvida, Yahar Dispushan. Rahasi Samvida means, secretly you speak very, secret conversations that we have with you. Rahasi. Some in alone. So they all touch our hearts. They all touch our hearts. So you capture our minds with these four things. Prahasitam, Premavikshanam, Viharanam, and then Rahasi Samvida. Then, but you are a cheater, Kuhaka. Because we are very happy, then you disappear. Then Kshobayantihi. Right? They cause a lot of pain to us, our heart. Kshobayantihi. Chalasi yadvrajan Charayan Pashun Nalina Sundaram Natate Padam Shilatrunakure Sidati Tinaha Kalilatam Manaha Kantagachasi. Another time, I think you have taken birth to give us suffering. My dear Kanta, O Priye, when you go to the forest for taking care, there is no need. You are a owner of 9 lakh cows, crores of wealth you have, but still, like a common man, common boy, you want to go to the forest, take care of the calves and the cows. Oh, when you go there, our hearts, they, suffer so much, thinking that your soft lotus feet, which are more softer than this Sthala Kamalini, Krishna Jagata says, Sthala Kamalini means on the earth, the Kamala, they arise in the water, but there is a Sthala Kamalini, which is more softer than other lotus flowers. So your lotus feet is more softer than Sthala Kamalini, but still, you want to go on the Vraj Bhumi, without chappal. So our hearts are very, very aggrieved that, you are walking bare feet, and then all these thorns, pebbles, stones and all, they may be hurting your lotus feet. If you are suffering, it is our suffering. So I think you have taken birth to give us suffering. Yeah. So why Krishna walks barefoot in Vrindavan? Huh? That is one, all of I will tell you another reason. There is a close connection between Rama's pastimes and Krishna's pastimes. Shiva Vaishnavacharyas, they connect because they are more attached to Ram and like that. So one Acharya is saying that when Lord Ramchandra, his lotus feet also are very soft. He was wearing chappal in Ayodhya. Then Kaushalya and Darshan Maharaj, they have taken care that whole palace is with very soft cushions, so that they are afraid that Ramchandra, while walking with the chappal, still his feet may become hurt. So they are very worried. That is why they arranged such a nice thing. Then, after at the age of 24, he went to the forest and all. So his only wealth was his paduka. Bharat Maharaj came and took away those paduka also. So he had to walk on the bare feet on the forest. So very nicely in Ramayana, Alvik Muni says, Ramchandra prayed to Bhudevi that, oh Bhudevi, your daughter Janki, she is going to walk, bare feet. Please, you become soft. Ramchandra prayed, become soft, so that mera Sita ka, my Sita's feet, lotus feet, may not get hurt. Right? So that is why. Anyway, I will come to that. So Ramchandra, so he had to. So somebody who has enjoyed wealth, who has enjoyed wealth. Suppose they lose luxuries and all. When they lose everything, their lives become very, very difficult, But then Krishna thought, see, they have done this to me in Ayodhya past time, Ram, when I'm Ram. Now I will take care. Somebody who has gone through difficulties and then he becomes rich. After that, even if again they fall down to difficulties, then no problem, because they are already accustomed to facing problems. That is why in Vrindavan I will not wear chappal. I will become accustomed to wearing bare feet. In case by the will of providence, if somebody takes away my chappal in Dwarka or Mathura, no problem, because I am already accustomed to walking barefoot. That is the reason, it seems. Krishna was practicing in anticipation, like that. Anyway, it's very nice. So this so that is why. Then Dina Parikshaye Neelakuntalai Vanaruhananam Vibradavritam Ghanarajaswalam Darshayan Muhur Manasinaha Naha Smaram Virayachasi. Manasina Smaran Virayachasi. So the gopis, they are repeatedly using this word Veera, Veera, Veera. Prabhupada said there are only two heroes in this universe. One is Lord Ramchandra, another is Lord Krishna. All others are zeros. Right? We are all zeros. Right? Everybody, all these so-called heroes, they are actually bigger zeros. Right? Anyway, so very beautiful verse. Dina parikshaye. Huh? So when during afternoon time you come back, right? You come back, your face is like lotus. That's Krishna's lotus face. And then his blackish hair, is covered with the dust of cows' hoof prints, cow, the dust raised by the calves and the cows. And it becomes very, very beautified, like. And then Ganarajaswalam, your face is decorated with the dust of Vrajraj. And so when you move like this and all, it is your blackish hair, they fall on the forehead. They look like bees. So your lotus face, it looked like surrounded by bees attracted to the beauty of the taste of the honey. So your face looks very, very beautiful. So you give darshan, like that, right? But manasina smaran virayachasi. So when you feeling that we are feeling separation, we are feeling the pain of separation, you come and give your darshan of your lotus face. Then we are very happy, and then immediately you disappear, arousing Cupid in our heart. So we undergo suffering. So Veera Yachasi. So Veera, please come and kill that. So in this regard, Vallabha Sampradaya, there is one very interesting pastime I will narrate. Surdas, this Vallabhacharya has 4 disciples, headed by, Surdas. And then his Vittaleshwar, his son also had 4 disciples. So one of the disciples of Vittaleshwar, his name was Krishnadas. He is a Jalgadiya. Means he used to bring water for Srinathji every day. Every day. So all of you know Surdas, he is a very, very great poet. Right? Very wonderful bhajans he wrote. Right? Some of the devotees, they sing, Surdas bhajans. What is that? Darshan, Hare Darshan ki pyase, right? Hare Darshan ki pyase. So many interesting bhajans he wrote. Kunja Bihari, or he sings, Anyway, so he's very, very great poet. So once so every day Surdas used to go and recite his pad bhajans in front of Shinaji, and then Shinaji is very, very pleased with him. Like that. One day Krishna Das, he wrote some Jalagadiya, uska shoulders, they became, very melted actually, because every day carrying water. And then he's a great devotee of Shinaji. So he also wrote some pad. So in the sabha of devotees, he sang this pad. Then everybody started praising. Krishnadas, "Are kya likha hai, kya likha hai? Are kya likha hai?" So Surdas became envious a little bit. "Are, क्या तुमको भी परी क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में? पंख आ रहा है ऐसा कुछ? क्या बोलते हैं? So, you're also becoming poet? Okay, I challenge you. You write such a poetry, such pad, which doesn't touch any of the bhavas that I have composed, in my pad. Like that. Krishna said, कर लेंगे, कृष्ण का, श्रीनाथ जी का कृपा है तो हम कर लेंगे. So there he went back, and then he wanted to compose some poems, some bhajans. But any bhava he will touch, he's already covered by, because he wrote 1,25,000 pad, Every other bhava he wanted to touch, he already wrote. Surdas, क्या करे, मेरे से नहीं होगा करके सो गया था. सो गया तो the next day morning when he got up, there was a, like, moti jaisa, very beautiful handwriting, very nice poem is written. Acha. Then he understood that who has written, because doors are closed. Like that. Then there is Sabha. Surdas, "Hey, Krishnadas, likha hai? I don't think you must have written." Like that. No, likha hai. Are, I think you must have copied some of my bhava. No, you just hear. Then he read. So the poem was written by Krishna is this verse. Dina parikshaye neelakuntalay. So in Hindi Krishna wrote, saying that when Krishna comes back, from the pasturing ground, his beautiful blackish hair, falls on the, on his forehead, looking like this, bhavare, bumblebees. And then his face is covered with vrajraj. And then his hair is also decorated with vrajraj. And then his makar kundal, they keep touching on the cheeks of Krishna. And then Krishna's beauty is enhanced. Everything, Krishna looks like a cupid. Like that he wrote. When Surdas heard this, everybody's Jai ho, Krishnadas, kya kamal kar diya aapne. Like that. And then Surdas ko bahut gussa aa gaya. Arey, aisa kaisa? Then he told, I am very sure you have not written. श्रीनाथ जी के अलावा और कोई लिख नहीं सकता है. Nobody must have written. I think you are a jalgadiya. How you could have written this? So definitely Srinathji must have written like that. Then he went, he became very root gaya tha, he became very angry. Then he went to Srinathji. He that day he didn't go to Srinathji to recite his bhajans, sing his bhajans. एक दिन हो गया, 2 दिन हो गया, आया नहीं. So Srinath ji ko thoda बेचैन हो गया. He became very disturbed. I said, hey, Srinath ji went to Surdas ji's house. Then टक टक टक, कौन? अरे जिससे रूठ गया है वही मैं. With whom you are angry, I only have come. Open the door. No, I am not going to open the door. I am not going to open the door. I said, no. अरे एक बार तो बात करो. See, listen to me what I am saying. Let me explain. You just can't, become angry and don't come like that. No, if I see your face, my heart will melt. No, I will not do anything. Open the door. Let us have a talk, without, talk, like that. And how you become angry like that? And then he opened the door. Arey Surdas, why are you upset? Arey, you have insulted me. जलगड़िया से मेरे से अच्छा लिखवा के उसके नाम से कर दिया आपने. I am very sure you only have written. Srinath ji said, yeah, I only have written. अरे वो तो जलगड़िया है, इतने साल मेरे से मेरे लिए पानी लाया, he brought water for me, right? So one day if he become famous, what is the harm? He said, you're my devotee. You don't fill your heart with envy. Don't fill your heart with envy. Like that. So Sur hai. Surda. There is no comparison to Surdas. Right? I like to hear your bhajans every day. If I don't listen to your bhajans and all every day, I become very restless. Sometimes, if I showed some mercy on Jalagadiya, who served so much, why are so much upset? Then Surda said, you won't do this again, na? Srinathji said, no, I promise. I will never do that. Come. Okay. So this is a very beautiful meaning, Dina Parikshe, Nilukuntale. Like that. Pranatakamadam Padmajarchitam Dharani Mandalam Teyamapadi Charana Pankajam Santatam Chate Ramananastanesh Apyayadihan. Verse number 6 also, I think. Pranata, Pranata came, right? Pranata Dehinam, right? So either Pranata Kamadam, Padmajarchitam. Pranata means Prakrishta Rupena Nata, means surrender, complete surrender. Right? So those who completely surrender to you, Kamadam, you fulfill their desires. Padmajarchitam, your lotus feet are worshipped even by Brahma. Padmajarchitam. Dharani Mandanam, right? They are the decoration for the earth. It is for earth. Your lotus feet are the decoration. That is why Mother Earth becomes very, very ecstatic. Vrindavanam Sakhi Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirtim Yaddevaki Sutapada Ambujalabda Lakshmi Govinda Venu Manumatta Mayura Nutyam Prekshadrimam Avaratanya Samasta Sattvam. Bhudevi, she became so glorious because she comes in direct touch with the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, and then she is wearing Krishna's footprints as her ornaments. She is defeating the glories of Vaikuntha also. The Vrindavanam Sakhi Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirti, like that. So, Dharani Mandanam, Dhyayam Apadi, they are worthy of meditating all the time. Right? Charana Pankajam Santatam Tache. Your lotus feet are the cause of all auspiciousness. Right? Ramaninastanesh Apyayadihan. Keep your lotus feet on our chest. That, because Adi Apyayadihan, Adihan means, this mental miseries, mental distress and bodily diseases. Both of them, they will become nullified like that. So Krishna is going to say, Vishnu Chakravarti says that Krishna is saying, Are, you are all the time you are blaming me for your suffering. Better I go away from here. That is why gopis are saying, no, now they are praising his lotus feet. No, 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 don't go. Actually, uh, you know, we have given up everything and came to you. Pranata Kamadam, we have completely given up everything to you. And then we have come here. Previously also, Kaliya worshipped your lotus feet. Kaliya has received the dust of your lotus feet. You know, so you fulfill. When Kaliya pastime, Krishna asked, Kaliya, what do you want? Then Kaliya said, my dear Lord, मैंने पूछा था क्या? Did I ask you to keep your lotus feet on my head? You kept on your own, by your own will. So why you're asking? You give whatever you want. By nature, snakes, we are very, very envious. So I'm very sorry because I, offended you like that. So Nagapatnis, they prayed, please spare the life of our husband. So Pranata Kamadam, so you fulfill the desire of Kaliya and his wives when they surrendered to your lotus feet. Indra also offended you, then he came and begged forgiveness. And then he did Abhishek for you. You fulfilled his desire also. Right? Pranata Kamada. Then Brahmaji, he also came. Naumidyate abravapuse tadidambaraya gunjavatam saparipicha lasanmukhaya vanyasraje kavalavetre vishana venu lakshma shriye mrudupade pushpangajaya. So Manacharya says, this is also favorite verse of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. So Brahmaji is praying. Then you forgave Brahmaji also. We have given up. So they are all happy. They became happy by surrendering to your lotus feet and then praying. We have given up everything and came to you. Why are you keeping us unhappy? Doesn't good look for you. So please, relieve the suffering of all of us. Like that. Suratavardhanam shokanashanam svarita venuna shushtu chumbitam itara ragavish maranam runam vitara viranas theyadramritam. Again they are calling Veera. Oh Veera, please relieve us of this suffering. Right? Suratavardhanam shokanashanam. Your Venugan increases, the love for you. And then Shokanashanam, destroys miseries. Itara raga vishmaranam runam. Not only that, all other raga, all the attachments, they are destroyed. Vitara viranis te adramritam. Please give us, madramrit, adaramrit, like that. So, this very interesting. They are glorifying Venugan. Svarita Venuna, Shushtu Chumbitam. Right? So this Venu, Rajogun is here. One Acharya compares, Vallabhacharya, that Rajogun means Brahmaji. So they are comparing Venu and Brahmaji. He said, Brahmaji is sitting on one lotus flower. Brahmaji. This Venu is sitting on two lotus flowers. What are they? Hands. His hands are compared to lotus, right? So Venu is sitting on the two lotus flowers. So Brahmaji has 4 faces. This Venu has 7 faces. Right? 7 faces. So Brahmaji, he could not even become vriksha. He could not even become a tree. But you always carry Venu with you in your waist, like that. So that is why this Venu's ahankar has increased. That is why this Venu is giving us a lot of trouble. Always, singing very nicely and calling us, and then we are not getting proper darshan, like that. Then they felt, Hare, you love me, you love my dog. Hare Krishna, this Venu is very dear to Krishna. We should not criticize Venu. Then they started glorifying Venu, saying that, you lifted Govardhan hill, standing straight. and then with a small finger. But this Venu, you carry it with 2 hands, and then you keep it, on your lips, on your lips. Still, it doesn't stay properly. Then you bend. It's Trivanga form. Aha, Venu, kitna lucky hai. Right? You know why? Because Venu के अंदर में काली है. Inside Venu का अंदर काली है. So like that, if you become free from pride, ahankar, all this nonsense, then Krishna will keep us also near to him. Like he is keeping Venu near to him. Like that. So then Venu अपने आवाज खुद नहीं सुनती है, right? He doesn't hear like that. So we should not, talk too much. We should become an instrument in the hands of Srila Prabhupada and then speak the glories of Sri Krishna. Like that. So Va means Paramanand, and then E means Sukh. So Venu means that one which makes this Paramanand and this Sukh lesser. That is called Venu. Right? So once, Krishna, Narad Muni, he is glorifying the wonderful, singing the glories of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna. So Lord Shiva started dancing in ecstasy. Then his Nilkanta became whitish. Whitish. Then Parvati Devi said, "Hare, some imposter has come. Get out, get out." She was telling him to get out. Then Lord Shankar, Baladev, he also started dancing in ecstasy. And then his bluish dhoti became white. Then Yamuna also became so ecstatic that Yamuna, blackish waters of Yamuna became white water, like milk. And then all the gopis started churning, it seems. Thinking that it is some dahi, like that. So that is, so when Krishna plays flute, the gopis are praying to Krishna, "My dear Krishna, please don't play your flute during our cooking time." Because सब उल्टा हो जाता है. पानी गड़ जाए, all the pots, they become melted, then water becomes solidified, and the fire, instead of blowing up, it goes down, going down to you. So cooking kaisa hoga? So please, while we are cooking, please don't play your flute. One gopi, they were praying to Krishna. Like that, Anantasesh, they become agitated and starts moving around. Kumara's meditation becomes broken. Right? Brahmaji becomes disturbed, forgetting how to manage this world. Becomes absorbed. So that is Venugit, like that. So I'll finish. Now nothing much to say. All of you know this verse. Atati yadbhavan ahanikananam trutiyugayate tvamapashyatam kutilakuntalam shrimukam chate jadavudakshatam pakshmakrudrusham. One truti is 1 by 1700 of second, like that. So if we don't see you even for a truti, for other Vrajavasis, they think that 3 months time. But for us, it is 1 yuga. 8 hours of your absence looks like 1 yuga. So billions of years. 1 truti for us is 1 yuga, and then 8 hours is equivalent to billions of years, like that. Pakshmakrudrusham, this when you come to see us, when you give your darshan with your beautiful lotus face, we get a darshan. But the stupid Brahma gave 1000 eyes to Indra, who has no taste to look at you. Then we want to see you all the time. Then we have to bat our eyelids. So this Brahma doesn't know how to create, like that. Patisutanvaya Bhatrubandhavan Ativilangyate Achyutagatam Gatividastavo Gita Mohita Kitavayoshitaha Kastya Jainishi. What you have given up, but we have given up Pati, Suta, Bhatru, Bandhavan, everybody we gave up. Ativilangyata. Ativilangyata means completely rejecting. Once one Grasta, he had a fight with his wife. Then he said, "Oh, you are not listening to me. I am leaving the house." Wife did not say anything. Again, he very harsh. He went up to darwaja, door. I am leaving the house. Wife did not say anything. He went to the gate. Said, I am leaving the house. I mean, wife is not listening. Jao acha hai. So he went. Then he went to the temple and sat. Then after some time he started feeling hungry. Right? He started feeling hungry. Then he said, what to do now? Then he saw his bears. We'll do. Hare, if I come, who will take care, of this bears? Huh? The buffalo. He said, okay. Then what he did, he started, he taking that, buffalo to the house. Then when he reached the house, he caught, he just tied his tail, buffalo's tail around his hand. Said, just see, this buffalo has more love for me than you. When he saw me there, he could not tolerate. So he tied, my hand around his tail and then, dragged me. What to do? That's why I come back. that no, I know why. Buffalo तुमको क्यों care करेंगे? चलो चलो भूख लगी होगी खाओ चुपचाप. That is some kind of pronunciation. That is not ati vilangyate achyutagat. Ati vilangyate. So sometimes some people they are detached from 3-4 months, 5 months. Then again they come back. But ati vilangyate means completely prakrishta rupena, like that. So in this regard, Prahlad Maharaj gave up. Gopis are saying Prahlad Maharaj gave up his father. Vibhishan gave up his brother. Bharat Maharaj gave up his mother. Bali Maharaj gave up his spiritual master. We have given up everything. Still you are not caring for us. Oh, Achyuta, you are actually, your name, for namesake only you are Achyuta, but actually you are the most fallen person. Because we gave up house, we became fallen from that, in that regard. Then you also gave us up. So that way also we are fallen. So we became Achyuta, we have fallen because you are cheating us. You are also fallen. Like that. So who will reject a person? Who will reject the beautiful woman, whom you called by your Venugan, and then you are actually cheater. You are a cheater. That you have given up. That too in the middle of the night. So then Vishnu Chakravarti says that you are actually cheater, and not only you are a cheater, you are also cheated. Because you are giving up such beautiful women who have completely surrendered to you without any payment. Like that. Right? So, rahasi samvidam hrichayodayam prahasitananam prema vikshanam bruhodara shriya vikshadamate muhurati spruha muhyatir manaha. So, in this regard, Vishnu Chakravarti says that Cupid has 5 arrows. Like that, Krishna Cupid released 5 arrows. What are they? Rahasi. Loving words, speaking loving words in ekant. And then, Richayodayam. winning the heart, entering the heart. And then a smiling face, then loving glance, and then broad chest. These are the 5 arrows of Cupid released on the gopis. Like that. So because of that, we become very disturbed. So you come back. Then this is the last but one verse. Vrajavanaukasam vyaktirangate vrajna antrihalam vishwamangalam tyajamanakchanas tvaspruhatmanam svajana hrudrujam yannishudanam. So you have come here to relieve the distress of all the Vrajavasis, including us. So please relieve us from this misery of separation from you. Then the last verse spoken by Srimati Radharani, Yatte sujata charanamburaham staneshu Beetas sanei priyadadi mahi karkaseshu Tenatvi madasi tad vyatate na kim svit Purpadibir brahmatidhir bhavadayushamnaha. For dearly beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gentle on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life will rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam around on the forest path. There is a very esoteric purport on this verse spoken by Sri Vishwanath Thakur. I don't like to describe it so much in the public class. Only thing is, I will tell you that I think it looks like you derive pleasure by putting us into suffering, right? So it looks like because of problem of association, because our hearts are very hard, because of your feet associating with us, you also became hard-hearted, because we are hard-hearted people. So we don't blame you. Then the gopis then Krishna said, it's only for namesake you are expressing love. If at all you really love me, then you would not have been alive after becoming so separate from me. No, because Bhavadayusham Naha, because our life hairs are with you. So we can't do anything about it. So in this way, the gopis, they sang beautiful songs. Then iti gopyaha pragayantyaha pralampatyascha chitrada ruruduhu saswaram rajan Krishna Darshan lalasa. Right? Tamal Krishna Prabhu explained. So they sang suswaram, means they sang, they cried very melodiously. So Vishwanath Thakur says that this chanting, hearing, any other thing doesn't help. Ultimately, the gopis, when they cried for Krishna, then Krishna came. So that's why Gaur Govind Maharaj says, I opened a crying school in Bhubaneswar. Right? Vrindavan is Madhurya Dhama. Mayapur is Audharya Dhama. Right? And Jagannath Puri is Vipralamba Kshetra, crying Kshetra. Right? Here, Krishna is crying for Radharani and Radharani is crying for Krishna. So we should cry for both of them. Right? So the gopis have cried. Then, Tasham Avirbhuj Shauri, Smayamana Mukambujaha, Pitambar Dharasragvi, Sakshan Manmada Manmadha. So beautiful purport Sri Vishwanath Thakur wrote that why Sukadeva Goswami addressed Krishna as Shauri. Shauri means Yadava. Suravamsaka. Why in Vrindavan pastimes, why did he bring the name of Shauri? Because Sukadeva Goswami is a big supporter of Radharani and the gopis. He became very angry with Krishna, it seems. That, he put the gopis into so much trouble. That is why he addressed Shauri. By addressing Krishna as Shauri, he is saying that because you are born in a Kshatriya family, you are a very, very hard-hearted person. So that is why you have given so much trouble to the gopis. If you have taken birth in the like this simple cowherd family, whose hearts are very, very soft, you would not have put them into so much trouble. Like that. And then Pitambara Darasragri, Smayamana Mukambujam. He, not only that, he was smiling. He was smiling because he was smiling at the suffering of the gopis. See, you are smiling at the suffering of the gopis. Like that. So, Smayamana Mukambujam. Then Pitambara Darasragvi. He was wearing a Pitambara chadar around his shoulders. Then with his, hands folded, with folded hands, begging forgiveness from the gopis. Sakshat Manmad Manmatha. You know, when Krishna started rasa dance, Manmatha took the form of a most beautiful woman and wanted to try attract Krishna. But Manmatha became attracted to Krishna. So the Krishna purposefully assumed this most beautiful form, which defeated even the Manmatha. So to give pleasure to the gopis who have suffered, from separation of Krishna, like that. So in this regard, Uddhava says, huh? Manmatha, Cupid. Huh? So in this regard, Uddhava says in Brahmar Geet that Vande Nandavraja Strinam Padarenum Avikshanasha Hesham Harikartod Geetam Punati Bhunatrayam. So, I repeatedly pay obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of all the Vraja Gopis, whose Krishna Katha, Yesham Harikatut Geetam, Punati Bhunatrayam, they will, completely purify all the three universes. So this Gopi Geet, if we chant, remember these wonderful pastimes and all, not only us, the entire world, three worlds will become purified. Right? So privately we can always sing this wonderful Gopi Geet. So in this way we conclude this Ras Panchadhyaya pastimes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If anybody has what I explained is the tip of the iceberg. Right? I didn't explain Sanatana Goswami's commentary. I didn't explain Hari Shauri's commentary. So Sridhar Swami, in this regard, he says that this Leela is Kama Vijay Leela. Kama Vijay Leela. So if you read these pastimes, these 5 chapters, Kama will be conquered. Kama will not disturb us, like that. And then Hrudrogam. And then also it is mentioned that so many Vraja Babas and all, they are practicing celibacy and all. So sometimes if they break some regulative principle arena, so they recite this, especially this Gopi Geet, as a prayashchitta, and then entire Ras Panchadhyaya pastime. So everything will become purified, like that. So Prabhupada has given us this Krishna book. We can read Krishna book, very harmless. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions? I think feast, right? 9:30? It's evening. Hare. Okay, we'll close. Dhanyavad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.